Taco truck goes 618 with the 4 and a 620 dial. Alright, sorry about that, folks. I think I've reached the point where T-Mobile and AT&T are trying to cut me back, as I have exceeded the 50 gig threshold. Now we're just waiting for Super Pro to get into the lanes, but they're all refueling or letting the cars cool down. So this is going to be the view for a little bit while we wait. So welcome back, everybody. The interwebs is failing us today. Henry Bond, I mean. Henry Bond. Thank you for tuning in, or welcome back. So right now, it's pretty empty here. A lot of people have gone home. Who is this over here? I think that's... Who's that? Oh, that is Tanner. So this is Tanner. Tanner Mockney. I hear a car fired up. So the Bob Walsh Fox Body. Wait. So, okay. So the Bob Walsh Fox Body in the right lane, dialing in at, let me see. I don't see the dials yet. But there's Scott Gibson Jr. in the left lane. Right lane is dialing at 609. Left lane is dialing at 464. Alright, who do you guys got? This should be semifinals. Jr. here in the left lane won it last night in Super Pro. So I'm going to go with Scott Gibson Jr. in the left lane. No, we're quarterfinals. Scott Gibson Jr. 463 with the 464. They double broke out there. We got Gage Birch in the left lane, 612. And Skinny Kenny in the right lane, down at 614. We got two team members going up against each other. Gage Birch takes the win. 616 with the 7 and a 612 dial. Beats out Skinny Kenny. And then we have a buy run here for the G-Dub Dragster. With the 9 and a 455 dial for the G-Dub Dragster. All right, that'll wrap it up for round 6. We're moving on to round 7 for Super Pro. It'll be semifinals. This was quarterfinals, so it's gonna take a bit. We gotta wait for everybody to refuel and cool down. And then we'll see more racing. Ed, you're green. Ralph is orange. Green and orange. University of Miami. The Hurricanes. What other sport is green and orange? Can't think of any other teams. You love orange? Hey, I love eating oranges, but I prefer a clementine over oranges. Wait, Rapid Transit, your chat is still messed up? Reset. reset the internet. Oh, so Ed, you used to be orange, Ralph used to be green. You guys swapped colors. I see the taco truck making its way back. So we'll move on to Pro ET and Super Pro. So rapid transit, do you know what you did that caused it?
Go get some cars, I know. I'm going to take a nap from sitting
All right. So Mickey, the winner for Sportsman, is going to be taking his photo with KC Photography. KC Photography, right here. KCPhotoFL.com is the official track photographer. If you bring your car out to the test and tune or an event, 99.99% of the time they will have a picture of your car. And you have to purchase it from them. It is some high quality photos though. And they do have like plaques for you to put your photo on, or frames. Oh, you hit something and you messed it up. You know what you did? Time to buy a new device. That should solve your issue. Have a problem? Buy a new device.
Sadly, gotta go on. Yeah, Garrett's on. He's all right. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. That's Daniel Mockney, Tanner, and Kylie's mom, and also the wife of Mike, who we talked to earlier with the custom Suzuki bike, where he had he bored and stroked it to a 1325 cubic inches. It was a blue Suzuki bike. It's a custom Suzuki bike. I'm legally blind. I can't see anything. Can we see Mickey? No, we can't see it. The truck is in the way. So the EMT truck is right here. If you wonder what this truck is right here, this is the EMT in there. Right. Every track needs to have an active EMT, or else you're not racing. Right? Unless you're like what, the hood track maybe. They sometimes don't need it, but they're not NHRA or IHRA or PDRA. Right? They're not with one of these associations. But if you're with one of the associations, yeah. And yeah, most of the times you'll not race. You won't be racing until the EMT shows up. Calm down. So finals for sportsmen was John Siegel in the Cadillac Escalade versus Mickey Pierce in the 3rd gen Camaro, and Mickey took the win. Right now we're just gonna chill here, everybody. Go take a break. It's gonna be a while before we see more racing, right? I see Gage Birch pulling up, but he's the only one that's pulled up. Or is he? Actually, let me check. Yeah. There's nobody else in the staging lanes. Yes, the juniors are over. All the junior classes are done. Which really surprised me because they usually last a lot longer. G-Dub Dragster making its way over. Yeah, Fuzzy's truck's not finished yet, but he should be ready for next week, he said. So he'll be testing Wednesday at OSW. And then he'll be racing at Gainesville over the weekend. And for those that are wondering, that truck in the right above the banner, that is Fuzzy's Dime. That is Fuzzy Dice's S Dime, S10. It's a chop top S10. Yeah, and FL in Florida, we're open all year long. That's the beauty. But we do have issues with Mother Nature. She does show up quite often, and unexpectedly too. Alright, I see the taco truck pulling in. Just waiting for the rest of the Pro ET to come in. It should be, I think we're semi. Is it semi or? I think it's semi because a taco truck had a buy, So there should be 3 vehicles total. There's Tim Butler. Who else was there? Tim Butler, the taco truck. I can't remember who else was there. Yeah, a lot of tracks within 2 to 3 hour drive from each other. Yeah. All right. Oh, is it gonna be finals here? So we got taco truck in the right lane, dialing in at 6:11. Tim Butler here in the left lane will be dialing in at actually 6:11 for Tim Butler, 6:18 for the taco truck in the right lane. And that is Aaron behind the wheel. Aaron is behind the wheel of the taco truck. Running up against Tim Butler. Who do you guys got? Tim Butler or the taco truck? I'm gonna root for the taco truck. And the taco truck takes the win. 6:19 with the 1 and a 6:18 dial. Tim Butler, 6:11 dead 7. So the taco truck had a better reaction time. Dang. Ooh, 0.031 to a 0.009 for the taco truck. Alright, I see Gage Birch in the staging lanes. So that looks like it's the finals there for Pro ET. So taco truck takes the win. Alright, here we go. Team members going at it. Gage Birch in the left lane versus the G-Dub Dragster. The G-Dub Dragster is going to be down at 4:55. Gage will be down in at 6:08. Who do you guys got? Gage Birch or the Dragster? I don't know who's behind the wheel of the Dragster, but I know that's a Gary Williams Dragster right there. All right, I got left lane here. Gage Birch. Fouls out. Gage Birch takes the win. 6:09 with the 2 and a 6:08 dial, but right lane fouled out. Oh no, that's not finals. It's so we got a few more cars coming through. So it should be semifinals, right? Yeah, it should be semifinals for Super Pro. Scott Gibson Jr. with a bye run. All right, who do you guys got for the finals? Scott Gibson Jr., who won last night, or Gage Birch for Super Pro finals? Scott Gibson Jr. is going to dial in at 464. 464, dead 4. All right, that'll be the finals there. Door car versus dragster. All right, make your predictions. Gage Birch and the 3rd gen Firebird, or are you going to take Scott Gibson Jr. and Low Duck, the dragster? I think I'm going to go with Scott Gibson Jr. again. Last night I had him going for the win, so I'm going to go with him again. Although Gage Birch is a beast though. Big Tom, thank you for tuning in. They need separate classes. They do have separate classes, right? They have Super Pro, Pro, Sportsman, Junior Street. Or are you saying they need to split out Super Pro? Christopher Dorm, thank you for tuning in. Babyface Assassin for the win. But unfortunately, right now we just gotta wait for everybody to come back. So if you need to go take a break, go take a break. It's probably going to be like 10 minutes before we see the finals for Super Pro. Oh, door slammers versus dragsters. There's no wildlife for us to look at. Although there is a little rainbow in the back. Sort of a rainbow. Alright. Does that look like a face to you? We're going to psychology today. Alright. Tell me what you see. I see the taco truck lining up by the winner's circle. So congrats to Aaron and winning Pro ET at the age of 19. Sure heck is better than me. Babyface Assassin is Gage Birch, is the nickname from a song that PJ North has. Well, thank you for the information. But I think I'm going with Scott Gibson Jr. and the dragster called Little Duck. David Lehman, thank you for tuning in. Sundog and Eagle's Head. Guess what? You're all right. It's cold there in Buffalo. There's a lot of New Yorkers moving down here. I see a lot of the yellow and blue plates from New York. Maybe they're visiting, but I think a lot of them are moving down here. And Texas. These are two hot spots. You know what? If I zoom into the sun, do you think we'll see anything? Or will you be blinded by the light? Your pizza and wings rule. I don't know, man. Chicago pizza's pretty good. I'm just kidding. Oh, and there's Aaron. Aaron Reynolds. And the taco truck takes $2,000 for Pro ET. Congrats to Aaron. By the way, what's everybody having for dinner tonight? It's 7:09 p.m. here. I wonder if there's going to be anything open by the time I go home. Because it's going to take me probably 2 hours to get home. It does get congested here. KFC. I'm not a big fan of KFC, to be honest with you. I prefer Popeyes. Or if you ever had Jollibees. I like Jollibees because they're more of like a dry rub. Ribeyes are delicious. Yes, Scott McDonald. In May, I will be doing a cookout for the viewers. So if you guys live in Florida or if you're visiting Florida, it's probably going to be early May, like maybe the second week of May. I'll do a cookout and you're free to come. Food is free. You don't have to bring anything, just show up. Oh, Raising Cane's is awesome. I love their sauce. When I was in Minnesota, my manager He loved Raising Cane's. And I love their toast too. Toast? I don't like the crinkle fries, but I like the toast and the chicken tenders. Yep, invite to everybody, and just check out my community tab on my Facebook, not my Facebook, my YouTube page. So you go to YouTube page, there's the live videos, and there's a community tab. I will post the time. I'll put a flyer up. Last year, a couple people showed up. We played a couple of card games too. We played blackjack. We could play poker with the chat. And I'll bring primarily steaks. I'll bring steaks and some kebabs with like veggies, because just in case there's any vegans or vegetarians. There'll be burgers too. I'll probably bring brats. I love Johnsonville brats, so I might bring some. Is it worth the 1,200 mile trip? No. It is not worth it unless you are already down here. At a race and eat. I would have to find a race that will allow me to do it. Because usually a lot of tracks they don't allow you to bring in food unless you're like a participant. Steaks with chimichurri. What's chimichurri? I need to look that up. Hey, Nicholas, remember what I told you? Hop on that cargo ship, jump off before you hit the US. Wait, what's chimichurri? I see chimichurri sauce. So shallot, garlic, vinegar, salt. So it goes best with barbecued or grilled meats. But you have to remember, you lose your identity, right? I don't know who I am. I speak English. I should be a U.S. citizen. Or you can lie that you're like from the future too. They don't have a DNA footprint for you. Be like, oh, this guy doesn't exist in the United States. But lo and behold, the Swedes, they probably have an agreement with the U.S. They're like, oh yeah, we know him. Bring him back. If you come close to burning your steaks, chimichurri is great. I've never had it before, so I would love to try it. Yeah, the closest thing I'm going to get to South American cooking is, or food, is Fogo de Chão. And that's like a commercialized restaurant. Why is there a heart on your chat page? I don't know. It's on my chat page too. I don't know how to remove it. It's a YouTube thing. All right, I see Scott Gibson Jr. in the lanes. And I also see Gage Birch. So they're both in the lanes. We got the finals coming up here, folks. Just a few more minutes. And we will see Gage Birch versus Scott Gibson Jr. If I come to Buffalo, you'll treat me to pizza and wings? Ask Jay from NC Pro Modder. Ooh. But the thing is, I don't know if I'll ever go to Buffalo. But thank you for the offer. If I ever do go, I'll hit you up. What happens when we all hit at the same time? You will launch a nuke at a random country. You don't want to do that. Yeah, you have an American car in the garage and you like donuts. Sounds American to me. And don't forget your cola. Right? Could be Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or Mountain Dew. Every time I drink Mountain Dew now, I get really jittery. So I don't drink it anymore. Well, and plus I'm getting rid of all high fructose corn syrup from my diet. Ah, you love your Coke. Wink, wink, I know what you mean. Dr. Pepper is good for you. Not that high fructose corn syrup. Maybe some of the ingredients are good for you, but that high fructose corn syrup is horrible. One ounce at a time. That's true. If you take it in small doses over time, shouldn't be as bad. But to me, I just look at it as it's evil. All right. It looks like some of the cars are about to fire up. Or the two cars are going to fire up. Scott Gibson Jr.'s in the seat of the dragster. Alright. Here we go. Finals for Super Pro. We got Gage Birch coming up in the 3rd Gen Firebird. Which lane is Gage going into? He's going to the left lane. Actually, it's round 8 now, right? I think it's round 8 for finals. Or let me check the Drag BMP app. Yeah, so it's round 8 now. This is the finals. Gage Birch in the left lane. Dallin dialing in at 6:08 or 6:09 for Gage Birch. Scott Gibson Jr. dialing in at 4:65. Gibson Jr. fouls out. Gage Birch takes the win. 6:08 with the 2 and a 6:09 dial, but fouling out is worse than breaking out. So congrats to Gage Birch and the Overkill Motorsports team. And that's going to wrap it up for tonight, folks. All right. But thank you, everybody. I have sunscreen on, so it's not that bad. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to everyone who's going to tune in later. Next week is going to be a short week for me. I think it's going to be only Wednesday at showtime and Thursday here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to this Little Guy Nationals on Saturday, April 1st. So that's going to be